At this point, we are winding things down. We're going to have a lot of party banter. We're going to have some NPCs. We have finished 2 out of the 3 DLCs. We have finished the Descent into the Deep Roads, and we have finished Jaws of Hakken. The Doom Upon the World quest, the one that we're getting ready for, is going to end the story with Corypheus. And this was the end as the game was released when it first came out. However, DLC has been released, Trespasser, and that is kind of an epilogue to our story. For the moment, let's get ready for our final fight with Corypheus.
Something you wanted to talk about?
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem. Need something? Or are you just here to admire the dwarf?
I want to know more about Red Lyrium.
I'll tell you what I can.
I've seen it infect people like a disease and turn them to lyrium. How can it do that?
That's a good question. To tell the truth, we don't really know what that shit can do to a person. And I don't want to find out.
I think that's enough on Red Lyrium.
Yeah, not really my favorite subject. Something you wanted to talk about?
What can you tell me about this Corypheus?
I'm not exactly an expert, but ask away and I'll answer what I can.
How did you first encounter him?
A few years back, I was dealing with some trouble from a Carter clan that went rogue. They were sending assassins after the Hawk family. We tracked them to a rune in the Vimarks. It turned out to be a trap. Once you went far enough into the rune, there was a magic barrier that kept you from going back. The whole thing was a prison the Grey Wardens were using to hold what they thought was a powerful Darkspawn.
I've never heard of Wardens locking up Darkspawn. Why wouldn't they just kill him and be done with it?
I don't think they could. From what we saw in there, Corypheus can control Wardens somehow. They couldn't attack him. The Wardens locked him up because there was nothing else they could do.
He looks like some sort of blighted creature, but he speaks. What is he exactly?
The Wardens who imprisoned him thought he was just a Darkspawn. But you heard him ranting. He claims he's a Magister. One who assaulted the Golden City, what, more than 1,000 years ago? It seems crazy, but if he's telling the truth, he's one of the people who caused the Blights.
You and Hawk both said before he was supposed to be dead.
He was dead. We killed him. The only way for us to escape the prison Corypheus was trapped in was to go through him. We weren't going to just leave the door to his prison open behind us and hope he was dead. We made sure.
All right. I think that's enough about Corypheus.
No problem. If you've got questions, I'm your dwarf.
I read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
Carry on.
If you've got questions, I'm your dwarf.
Carry on.
Turning in those books for Vivienne.
Did you need something, darling?
Your lost books have been found.
I never doubted you, darling. You always get results.
We'll talk to Scout Harding and get some of her commentary on Skyhold.
Hey, you.
So, who's Scout Harding really?
Me? Oh, I'm no one. Lived near Redcliffe all my life. Herded sheep for my neighbor. When the Inquisition came through my village, I helped by telling them everything I knew about the area. Then I signed on. Wanted to see the world before it was swallowed up by that thing out there.
Shouldn't you be out there, scouting?
In a bit. We're in Skyhold for supplies and a change of personnel. Not me, though. Indispensable.
What's been going on?
Varric came by to talk. He told me a story about copper marigolds.
What's been going on?
Madame de Fer said hello to me. Or maybe she was waving at someone else and I just thought she was. Yeah, that's probably what happened.
What's been going on?
That strange boy came in with an armful of chickens. You're looking after him, right?
What's been going on?
Dorian's awfully pretty, isn't he?
What's been going on?
They've done a lot with this place. I'm impressed.
What's been going on?
Just relaxing, taking a breath. You need to sometimes to keep sane.
What's been going on?
They've done a lot with this place. I'm impressed.
I should go.
Wonder well.
Inquisitor?
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the Chargers?
Nothing jumps out at me. If I come up with any ideas, I'll let you know.
Can we talk about the Bull's Chargers?
Certainly. What can I tell you?
Have you had any other interesting jobs?
We had these villagers pay us with rice one time. Should have seen the chief's face. Him and me and 5 guys defending the town from 50 bandits, and they pay us in bags of rice. Chief always took money up front after that. He also learned how to make this rice pudding dessert. Looks awful, but it's pretty good.
We'll talk later.
Back, yeah? Always good.
Are things playing out the way you expected?
Everyone's ready to punch Corypheus in the dangle bag. That's what you call it. Metaphor.
Corypheus.
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 Sack Splash. I know his name. Doesn't deserve the respect of me saying it, does he?
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
I've heard your uncle is a mortalitasi.
You've heard correctly. Necromancy is not uncommon in Navarre.
You must understand, the rumors in the south surrounding mortalitasi.
I have always found the practice moving, but the stories one hears outside Navarre. Such fascinations reveal far more about the teller than the truth.
Cassandra, have you ever punched a bear?
What? No! Why would I?
Well, what's it for then? The training, I mean. You stand harder than Cullen's soldiers. Must be for something.
I am a seeker in service of the divine. I am a warrior of truth.
All right. Just seems like you could punch a bear if you wanted.
Alright, so this is the completed War Table mission of Crew of Adventurers. The Sutherland group is still working out very, very well. I love this one. It's too grisly to bear. This is the follow-up of us recruiting Storvacker as our Inquisition agent. It's mostly the flavor text that kills me on this one. Storvacker licks Cullen, and the Avar handler says that Storvacker must think that he is her little cub. So cute. I really kind of wish that they animated that. I really do. And a little bit later, we have our result. Storvacker is very impressive, and Cullen is happy. Sort of. Now we are sending Cullen to assuage Ameridan's heirs, or rather, we are following his plan of action. I really shouldn't say that we're sending the advisors out, since they're usually not going.
Thank you for your investment in my investigations, Inquisitor. I've learned something, I think. I don't know.
What have you learned? Did you find out about the Fade?
I got a scraping that was cleaned off you, and it's weird. And the other rift bits, they're weird. It's just weird. I said weird, right?
Answers, Dagna.
Lyrium and the Fade linked, but dwarves and Tranquil not linked. But they work Lyrium, so they are. Somehow. There's something there. I was face deep in a rune, and for a moment, I was tall. Really tall. And I thought all the thoughts.
You felt taller. How much taller?
Like mountain tall. Or I was the mountain. But I was moving. I felt dizzy. You know what I remembered? Watching a shaper it carve the wall of memory, except big. Isn't that weird? Maybe there were fumes.
What do you mean when you say thought all the thoughts?
I don't know. As if for a moment I was around all my people, and my thought was all of theirs.
Your thoughts were their thoughts?
No, my thought was all of our thoughts, like parts. Words are mush. Maybe that's what the stone feels like. Or we think it feels like. If we think it feels. Creepy.
So Tranquil and dwarves are linked to Lyrium, but also not linked.
Like the lyrium needs to flow, but if you're part of it, it takes you with it. So you can't be part of it. That makes me sad. I'm not sure why. It seems like we should be part of it. Whatever it is. Or maybe we're the ones who make it happen. Whatever it is. You know what's frustrating? Answers that aren't answers. Ugh.
Keep investigating, and let me know what you find.
I tried to make it happen again, but it wouldn't. Then I had a headache. And cocoa and a lie down. I'll keep at it. It's weird. Oh, and I made a rune. It's weird too. Be careful with it. Something strange for you, Inquisitor. You're used to that by now, right?
So we have a quest from Dagna to send word to her father that she has succeeded in her studies. When we first meet Dagna in Dragon Age Origins, she has to basically sneak out of Orzammar behind her father's back. He doesn't want her to leave, since leaving Orzammar would be forfeiting her caste and basically becoming nobody. Caste is basically everything in Orzammar society. So for Dagna to turn her back on her caste is a huge deal.
Inquisitor?
And over here we have the end result of the Ameritan's Heirs quest. We supported the Dalish elves, who have rightfully been claiming that Ameritan descended from them, and in return we got some nice armor schematics. Fast forward ahead a little, and we have the end result of Dagna Mind Your Mentor. Sadly, this did not go exactly the way Dagna may have hoped. But the beauty of this is we can always try again with a different advisor later and see if their approach nets better results. So I know that this is a short one, but we are going to go ahead and end this here. In our next video, we are actually going to do Doom Upon the World. So we're going to play the end. It's going to be exciting.